Hey everybody, this is Dan for GemmyD on Cars. Now today, just today, this is September 2nd. I can't believe it's September already. Just today, Bugatti has finally done what nobody else has done before. They have broken 300 miles an hour. And we're going to talk about how they did it, what car they did it with, and there's going to be some competitors that are going to be gunning for them too. But first, look at my desktop. This is a 2020 Audi RS6 Avant. This is going to be the best car ever when it comes out. Later this year or early next year, so let's get right to it. So this is it. This is the headline right here. The Bugatti Chrion Sport, I'll say, just cracked 304 miles an hour on, a public street. Now this is a modified Chrion. The back end was a little bit modified. They took away the big wing that went up and down. They put a little sort of dovetail wing just for more downforce. I mean, when you're going 300 miles an hour. They also had some special Michelin tires that we'll talk about, but this car you are seeing on my screen right now was the actual car that broke it. Had the same orange and black scheme that the Bugatti Veyron Super Sport did back in 2013 that broke the world record. That was 267. Now, my first thought was, holy shit, they're the first company to ever break 300 miles an hour, but I don't know if it's going to be like an official Guinness World Record because, the Koenigsegg Agera RS that just broke the record, a couple months ago, I think it was like October of last year, they did an average of 2 runs that went back and forth, and they went like 277 and 284. So the official fastest time in the world until today, maybe, was 284. Now, Koenigsegg, Bugatti, and another American company called SSC, which stands for Shelby Supercars, have all been gunning for 300 miles an hour. And I thought it was going to take a lot longer to do this because the tires was the big thing. I mean, the car has ridiculous power and downforce and styling to be able to crack that, but the tires were always the question. So this Koenigsegg Chrion ran a special Michelin tire that had metal strands built into the sidewalls there, just so it was extra, fast or extra strong to be able to get this car to go over 300 miles an hour. I posted the video before I started talking here, but the guy seemed like he was going, 120 on the Autobahn or something. But this was the Ezra Lehman test track in Germany, which is an unbelievable test track that I think they did the world record run of the Veyron and the 0 to 400 to 0 on this stretch of road too. But this Bugatti is it's not like a production car yet. I think this version of the production car will be a special car that's coming out maybe at the Frankfurt Auto Show in a couple weeks. That might be the reason why they've done this on September 2nd. I know the Frankfurt Auto Show starts on September 12th. So you've got a W16 engine. It's like 1600 horsepower, just something ridiculous. But yeah, the footage is pretty cool. Now this, like I said, the car was modified. This exhaust setup was borrowed from the 110 concept car that was revealed, a couple weeks ago at Pebble Beach. But yeah, 304 miles an hour for a production car that will go on normal streets, can be out in the street behind me, is absolutely crazy. It's a monumental engineering feat. I mean, just I can't wrap my head around 300 miles an hour. So yeah, the standard Chrion right here, it says, has 1,479 horsepower. But yeah, they said they removed the rear wing. It is longer and lower overall. The exhaust was modified and moved as well. Additionally, passenger seat was removed and a roll cage was fitted. Probably a good idea if you're going 300 miles an hour. Yeah, they said the biggest question was the tires. But yeah, they've officially done it. I don't think it's going to be official because they didn't do the 2-speed thing, but still, they are the first company to break the 300 miles an hour for a production car. Yeah, they are the first to break 300 miles an hour, but now the question remains, what it says on the bottom here. We will see what Christian von Koenigsegg has to say about this all soon, I'm sure. So, you cannot take anything away from Bugatti because they are the first to get to 300 miles an hour, but I personally have a feeling that the Koenigsegg is going to eclipse this eventually, and not the SSC. I mean, they're the first, but Koenigsegg has the same amount of power with this car right here, the Jesko. Now, the Koenigsegg has the same amount of power. It's a twin-turbo V8. It's like 1,578 horsepower. But this car you're looking at right here is like 1,300 pounds lighter than the Bugatti Chiron. That car is like 4,300 pounds. This car is like 3,100 pounds, which is, I don't understand how it could have that much less weight and have the same amount of horsepower and look as good. On the other hand, this SSC Tuatara, I think it is so god awful ugly. It's just insane. This car has like 1,750 horsepower from a twin turbo V8. I think it looks okay from the front, but this back end is just so ugly. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. If I saw it in person, I think I would still say I hate it. But yeah, I have a feeling that the Koenigsegg Jesko is going to destroy this world record. And I'm gonna do a bold prediction. I'm gonna say that the Koenigsegg Jesko, when it's all said and done, is gonna go something like 312. I'm gonna say it's not just gonna barely beat it. I'm gonna say it's gonna get like 312. I have nothing to base this off of, but when Bugatti did the 0 to 400 kilometers an hour back to 0, I forget what the time was, but Bugatti beat them by something like 5 seconds, something crazy. It wasn't just a small victory. They just destroyed it. So I will take nothing away from Bugatti in their achievement to do this, but I have a feeling that the Koenigsegg is going to eclipse this in the near future. Maybe not this year, maybe later next year. So what do you guys think? Do you think Bugatti has the official record? Do you think they've taken it from Koenigsegg? I'm not a Koenigsegg fanboy. I appreciate the car for what it is. I just think they're going to eclipse it eventually and be the new king of speed. I don't know what to say about the SSC. It's ugly. It could do it. It could also get 300 miles an hour. I don't know, but it's ugly as sin. So that's going to wrap it up for this video. Just today, they finally broke the 300 miles an hour barrier. So, congrats to Bugatti. I got one of their cousins. I have a cousin to the Bugatti Chiron right here next to me in my Audi Q5, as you're looking at an Audi RS6. But congrats to them. We'll see how long you hold the record. If they officially call it the record, you're definitely the first to break 300, so congrats to you guys. So, leave me a comment below. Let me know who you think is going to be the eventual Speed King. Now, don't forget to subscribe, hit that red button, and don't forget to follow me on Instagram. Got a lot of cool stuff coming out. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.